In this session, we are going to discuss biasness in hiring by artificial intelligence. Bias in hiring by artificial intelligence systems is a pressing issue that raises concerns about fairness and equity in the employment process. AI algorithms, often trained on historical data, can inherit and perpetuate biases present in the data, leading to discriminatory outcomes. For instance, if historical hiring data reflects gender, racial, or socioeconomic biases, the AI system may inadvertently replicate these patterns, resulting in biased recommendations or decisions. This can further exacerbate existing inequalities in the workforce and limit opportunities for underrepresented groups. Additionally, the opacity of some AI models makes it challenging to identify and rectify biased outcomes, creating a lack of accountability in the hiring process. Addressing bias in AI hiring systems requires a concerted effort to scrutinize training data, improve algorithmic transparency, and implement ethical guidelines to ensure that technology contributes to a more inclusive and diverse market rather than perpetuating existing disparities. Let's have a look at 15 different examples how artificial intelligence can be biased in the hiring process. Number 1. Resume screening bots with gender bias. If a resume screening bot is trained on historical data that reflects gender bias in hiring, it may inadvertently favor or disfavor resumes based on gendered language or patterns. For example, if certain job descriptions or industries have traditionally attracted more male candidates, the bot might perpetuate this bias in its recommendations. Number 2. Ethnic bias in video interview analysis. Some AI systems use video analysis to assess candidate interviews. If the system is not adequately trained on a diverse range of accents and facial features, it may inadvertently disadvantage candidates from certain ethnic backgrounds, as the algorithm may struggle to accurately interpret their responses. Number 3. Socioeconomic bias in educational background. AI bots may be programmed to prioritize candidates from prestigious educational institutions. If historical hiring data has a bias towards candidates from such backgrounds, the bot may inadvertently favor individuals with privileged socioeconomic status, contributing to inequality in access to job opportunities. Number 4. Age bias in predictive analytics. Predictive analytics tools may use age as a factor in assessing a candidate's suitability for a role. If historical data on hiring decisions were biased towards or against certain age groups, the AI system might perpetuate these biases, disadvantaging older or younger candidates. Number 5. Disability bias in skill assessment algorithms. AI-driven skills assessment tools might inadvertently discriminate against candidates with disabilities if the training data used to develop the algorithms did not adequately represent individuals with diverse abilities. This could lead to exclusion of qualified candidates based on factors unrelated to their actual job capabilities. Number 6. Language proficiency bias in automated chat interviews. Imagine an AI-driven chatbot conducting initial interviews, assessing language proficiency as a key criterion. If the training data predominantly favors candidates with a specific language background, the bot might inadvertently discriminate against those with different language skills, disadvantaging candidates from diverse linguistic backgrounds. Number 7. Geographic bias in resume addressing parsing. An AI system that phrases resumes might unintentionally favor candidates from certain geographic locations. If historical data exhibits a bias towards hiring individuals from specific regions, the bot may perpetuate this bias by favoring candidates based on their address rather than their qualifications or skills. Number 8. Algorithmic weightage of experiential biases. If an AI system heavily relies on the number of years of experience as a primary factor in candidate evaluation, it may unintentionally favor older candidates, contributing to age bias. This could disadvantage younger candidates who might possess relevant skills and qualification despite having fewer years of experience. Number 9. Cultural fit bias in personality assessments. AI-driven personality assessments may inadvertently favor candidates whose traits align with the existing company culture. Historical hiring decisions were biased towards individuals with specific personality traits. The bot might perpetuate this bias by recommending candidates who fit a narrow definition of cultural fit, potentially excluding diverse perspectives. Number 10. Income bias in predictive analytics. Predictive analytics models that consider a candidate's previous income as a factor in salary negotiations might inadvertently perpetuate income inequalities. If historical salary data reflects biases in compensation based on gender, race, or other factors, the AI system could contribute to ongoing disparities in pay. Number 11. Personality trait bias in video analysis. If an AI system analyzes facial expressions and body language in video interviews to assess personality traits, it may inadvertently favor candidates who express emotions in a manner deemed culturally or socially acceptable. This could disadvantage individuals from cultures with different communication norms. Number 12. Name bias in automated candidate ranking. An AI system ranking candidates based on various factors may unknowingly exhibit name-based bias. If historical data shows a bias towards certain names due to cultural or regional preferences, the bot might prioritize candidates with those names, perpetuating unfair advantages or disadvantages. Number 13. Biased LinkedIn profile analysis. AI bots that scrape data from professional networking platforms like LinkedIn may unintentionally favor candidates with profiles that align with historically biased hiring decisions. If certain industries or roles have traditionally attracted specific demographic groups, the algorithm may reinforce these patterns. Number 14. Algorithmic bias in skill matching. If an AI-driven system matches candidate skills with job requirements, it might unintentionally prioritize skills that have historically been associated with certain demographics. For example, if programming languages commonly used in tech roles have a historical gender bias, the algorithm may inadvertently favor male candidates. And number 15. Disability disclosure bias in application processing. If an AI system processes applications and assesses candidates based on disclosed disabilities, it may inadvertently discriminate against individuals who choose not to disclose their disabilities. This could lead to biases in favor of candidates without disclosed disabilities, perpetuating a lack of inclusivity in the hiring process. These examples highlight the complexity of potential bias introduced by AI systems in hiring and emphasize the importance of ongoing efforts to address and mitigate these biases to ensure fair and equitable employment practices. Hope you enjoyed this session on biasness in hiring by artificial intelligence. Thank you.